here's your host, Andrew Caravella and Manny Boy Sandoval.
What's up, everybody?
We don't know what's going on around here.
How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
It's going amazing, having a great Tuesday. You know what I just started doing?
What did you just start doing, Manny Boy?
I used to really dislike Mondays.
Uh-huh.
And obviously today's Tuesday, the day after Monday, which is technically the second worst day of the week.
Sure.
I changed my mindset a little bit by saying it's going to be a great day. So every morning when I wake up on Mondays now, I tell myself it's going to be a great day, it's going to be productive, and I'm going to get a lot done, and I'm going to have a good day. And ever since I've been doing that the past 2 Mondays, I've been having a way better Monday than normal.
Well, you know what they say here at KCAA? They say every day is a great day.
Every day is a great day. I need to print that out and put it on my little mirror in my restroom or something.
For sure.
I'm getting ready in the morning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is September 11th.
It is.
9/11. I remember where I was. It was a hot mess of a day back in 2001. Do you remember?
I remember where I was. I was in elementary school,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't even know the impact of how huge that was that had happened.
Mhm.
I didn't realize how big of a story it was until I got home, and my parents were talking about it, all over the news, and it just seemed to be bigger than I expected.
Right.
Of course, I was only about 10, so.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I was in high school. Yeah, I was in high school. I was walking to school, and it was cold that morning. So I was like, I need to go to the library.
Right.
That's where every kid goes in the morning. Go to the library. So anyway, I'm in the library, and what I ended up doing was, going around the TV because some teachers were around it, and I saw the smoke coming from the World Trade Center, and I didn't understand what was going on. And I was one of the nerds where sounds good now, Nick. Sounds good now. So, sorry, I was talking to our engineer, having a little technical difficulty there. So, anyways, I went to my first period, and my teacher was just in awe at what was happening. It was before the second plane hit. It was like we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then after the second plane hit, we were like, okay, this is not good. But we didn't know it was terrorism.
Right.
We didn't understand what that meant at that
Right.
moment in time.
Yeah.
We on social media today decided to tweet out and post, on Instagram and Facebook, encouraging people to share their stories with us. And we had listeners from all over the country, because we are a worldwide show, talk about where they were. And I want to share some of those right now because I think it's kind of special, just to kind of see where we were as humans at that moment in time.
It's so crazy how everyone's story differs. Everyone can account to what had happened, and it's vastly different from the person next to them.
Right, and we were looking at these right before we started, and it's what you're about to listen to, everyone, halfway through each story, everyone seems normal, average, everyday things. And then it's what happens. You're like, oh, my God, you start to see parallelism. So I'm going to start with a listener in St. Louis, Missouri. They wrote to us, I was getting ready for school, and I told my mom some building was on fire. We always had the news on. At the time, I didn't know what the World Trade Center was. Then our phone started ringing, and it was my grandmother. And then it was like an OMG, this is really serious. Then we went to school, and I remember that we all stayed in one classroom that day instead of going to each class, and we watched the news as it was being explained to us what was happening.
So we also had another listener write us in from Los Angeles, and this person said, I was in middle school. My mom woke up and was telling me a plane hit the World Trade Center. I was a kid in California. I had no idea what the World Trade Center even was. I stayed in bed because I didn't want to get up for school yet. A short while later, my mom returned. Another plane hit the second tower. At this point, I got curious and went to go see what was on the TV. As planes hit the Pentagon, it became obvious that we were being attacked. That was only scary because of what was going on, but it was also scary because my dad was flying home to California that morning from upstate New York, and we had no way of knowing how many planes were in danger and which planes were in danger.
North Carolina, I was a senior in high school. I was skipping school, go figure, and was naughty, and was shopping at a thrift store and saw it on the TVs. I thought they were just turned on showing a movie to prove they worked until I realized people were watching, including employees, and some crying.
So another listener from Chicago wrote us in and said, I remember I was in the 7th grade getting ready for school, and I was eating breakfast, and I looked at the TV and saw the live footage, and just very scary, but I was confused because I didn't know what was going on, and my grandma had explained to me what was going on.
Yep. And San Bernardino, right here in the IE, we were hosting an exchange student from Venezuela when I walked her to the bus stop. She was really upset but wanted to go to school. She and I talked about it. I thought it was just a freak accident. When I got back, the second plane had hit the second tower. At that point, I was glued to the TV. When the first tower came down, I was on the phone with my mom, and I couldn't believe my eyes. All I could think of was the poor people I knew were inside. And I forgot this one that I'm going to share right now. This one was on Facebook. This person was actually in prison.
Wow.
Yeah, this person, they're not in prison anymore.
Right.
So thank you for your service. But they're out, and but if you were in prison, this is what they did with you.
Yeah.
And at this time, and it was very scary. Reading this, we were locked down. Here we go. We were locked down all day with no explanation as to why. The guards were watching the news, and we could sort of see in the reflection of windows and doors and such. The terror spread like a creeping cancer from cell to cell the way that rumors do. Finally, we were told that there had been an attack in New York. No explanation or details other than that. The lack of knowledge just made it somehow worse. We didn't know anything. For me, I didn't even know exactly where they were in Chowchilla, where Chowchilla was located, so I didn't even know if we were in the path of anything. Oh gosh, that's what happens when your phone locks. No phone calls, no visits, no yard time, no communication whatsoever. When we were let off lockdown 2 days later is when we were able to get information. We lived not knowing if families were okay or if LA had been hit. I cried and still cry every year remembering the people who died. Wow. So in prison, like, can you imagine? I mean, things. Okay, bad stuff happens. So if you go to prison or if you go to jail, it happens. But could you imagine being in such a situation, and then you get locked down and you don't know for days on end what's going on? That is scary.
That seems frightening, and maybe, I mean, in light of it, that situation with that specific person, I hope that inspired others to not want to be in jail by, you know what I mean? Like,
don't go to prison.
Don't go to prison, exactly.
Right.
Either way, it was a terrifying and such an awful event and day, and
I
can't believe it's been 15 years. That's insane.
That is very insane. So our special guest will be Skyping us here momentarily, so we're just waiting on that. But let me tell you about her. She's living in Los Angeles.
Nice. Why like that?
I'm trying. It's really bad accent, but let me just explain.
What nationality?
She is Swedish.
Swedish. Ooh,
Swedish.
Nice.
She talks English better than me, though.
Okay.
Ina. Ina is her name. Okay. Is the stage name. Right. Ina's journey as a performer started in Helsingborg, Sweden, where she owned and ran a dance school at the age of 16 years old.
Jeez, at 16, I was like crying about doing math homework.
I was mad when I would be grounded from not being able to play GoldenEye 007. I mean,
wow.
N64 for life, baby. Okay, so during that time, she attended the theater high school and performed her original music in different talent competitions and festivals around Europe. She managed to write, direct, and produce a musical by the time she was 19 and had a rock band under her name, together with her brother Donatello Petrini. How cool is the name Donatello?
It reminds me of Donatella, like the male version of it, which is pretty awesome.
But like, okay, Donatello, not gonna lie, growing up.
Oh, Ninja Turtle.
Yes! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was like my life. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. You have a brother named Donatello. We're totally, just because of that alone, we're going to be friends.
Yeah.
She moved to London in 2007 and earned a degree in vocals and production at the London Centre of Contemporary Music College. Sounds fancy.
It does sound pretty fancy. I didn't even know they had a degree for vocals and what was the other word? Vocals and
contemporary music.
Contemporary music. Contemporary music, I knew that, but not vocals. That's awesome.
Yeah. Later on, she moved to LA in 2008 and earned another degree in vocals and performance at MI, Musicians Institute in Hollywood. Ina has had major success since hitting the States. Her song "You Make Me" and then "LOL." Which is a good song. I'll have to let you hear it sometime. Has aired on MTV, VH1, and Logo. She got nominated for Best Pop Artist at LA Music Awards and Best Pop Song at HMMA Awards. There we go. Her first album release show was at Palladium in Hollywood for 4,000 people, but that was nothing compared to the biggest performance of her life, the American Music Awards in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
huge stage.
Huge. She's been doing really, really good since then. And before we get her, because I think we're having issues on that end as well, right? What's going on, Nick? Talk to me over there.
Live radio, guys.
She hasn't called in yet. So
She hasn't called in yet.
Still waiting for that.
All right, well, tell you what. Why don't we run "Gimme Gimme"? This is one of her music videos.
When did this one come out?
Just recent. This is
okay.
part of her new music and stuff. So we'll go ahead and run it. If you're watching on KCAAradio.com, you'll be able to watch it there. But yeah, this is "Gimme Gimme" by Ina. Take a look. Gimme money. Gimme.
That's gonna be stuck in my head.
Gimme. That's how I used to say it growing up. Gimme money. I love that song. That's good.
It's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be stuck in my head for the next 8 hours.
Right. You're gonna keep singing. People are like, "What are you doing?"
When I'm at the gym running on the treadmill.
Hear me, gimme.
So, Ina, right? Ina from Sweden.
She's connecting right now.
And that's her latest single, Gimme Gimme, which is available, I'm sure, all over the place.
iTunes, in my
video,
car,
YouTube. You guys got to check it out. It was pretty interesting. I have a couple questions
in my car
regarding the music video.
But don't come to my car. I won't let you in.
Okay.
Stranger danger.
Don't worry about that. That ain't going to happen.
Are we connected? Hey, what up, Ina?
Hey, can you see me?
Hey, how's it going?
I can see you. You can't see me. Well, actually, you can see me, but I can see you through the glass window right now.
Oh,
which is why we're looking in a weird angle.
Yeah, he's going to fix you here in a second. So it's you on the screen here.
He's gonna fix you in a second.
Our engineer Nick's awesome. There she is.
Cool.
I love the beanie. Make a change.
That is cool. That's awesome.
Wait, is this? Are you making a political statement? Is that the cat beanie?
No, it's just A&M. It was on sale. I liked it.
So let's talk.
That T-shirt is even cooler though with the skull. I'm a huge skull fan.
It says
so
R.I.P.
Cool.
Beauty what? Standards.
Nice.
I don't have any beauty standards.
So funny.
Right. Okay, so let's just get something out of the way really quick. You're just damn gorgeous tonight, right?
Ooh, you too.
Oh, thanks. It's the hat. See,
It's
man,
all about
and the shirt, make
Yeah.
a reindeer.
There I
yeah,
am.
make it reindeer.
Make it reindeer.
I'm all Christmased out over here. So, all right. So I've known you for a long time, which is funny because every time we cross paths again, I have to do these and pretend like I don't know you, but I know you. You're just phenomenal.
Thank
You
How are you?
You are what they call a hustler. Safe to say, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
all I do it.
so we just played "Gimme Gimme." Tell us a little bit about the "Gimme Gimme" music video and the song itself.
So I didn't write the song. My friend DJ Lemonade, he was Akira, changed his name to Dark Pink Stars. That's why you hear Akira in the beginning. He's now DJ Lemonade. He wrote the song, and honestly, I just thought it was a fun song. And lyrically, it's different from what I write. So I thought it was going to be fun to do something different, and that's really all it is to Gimme Gimme.
Yeah, you guys are like all over like the beach, you know,
Yeah.
and the
How
city.
many hours did it take to shoot the entire video?
Oh, maybe like together 2-3 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay.
No.
She's quick, man. She's been
Yeah.
doing this for a while. She knows her thing.
Efficient.
Yeah.
I don't like to waste time. I feel like once you got it, you got it.
Did you guys run into any complications with the video? I feel like almost any video shoot has some type of complication.
No, nothing.
No. Okay, that's awesome, man.
She just shows up and it just comes together, man.
Right, you're one of those people.
She's one of
then.
those.
Quick in, quick out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell us about the Gimme Gimme video?
She just did.
Tell us a little more about it. Where was it shot at?
Oh, so the beach shots were
Right.
shot in Long Beach by my
Nice.
dear friend Jose Rodriguez. He's actually shot probably 90% of all my music videos.
Wow.
He's awesome. And the other part was downtown LA.
Nice.
All
Do you have
right.
any preferences where you like to shoot in LA?
I just love LA. Like,
Just in
I don't
general.
care. It can be the canyons, it can be the valley, it can be Hollywood. I don't care. I just love every spot in LA. It's
Right.
So where do you draw your inspiration from? When you go into doing a new song, like where do you get the inspiration from to sit down and create a new child or song?
Yeah, it's usually from pain. It's or I watch something on TV and I'm kind of like frustrated and it turns into a lyric, and then I run into my room and start playing it and it turns into a song. It's usually pain, weird stuff like that.
Do you feel you've ever written a good song from happiness yet, or nah?
Well, most of my songs, they are about how I feel, but
Right.
about how to get out of it. So there's
Okay.
always
Light.
an ending to
Right.
it where like you don't stay in that situation.
Yeah.
So it's never like life sucks and it's gonna keep sucking. It's like life sucks, let's do something.
That sounds
about
like a great title. Life sucks and it's gonna keep sucking.
Story of my life. Maybe that's why we get along so well. I'm so depressed in life. I feel like I can relate.
That's so funny.
Well, yeah. So I try to not keep it too dark, but at the same time,
True.
I can't fake it. I can't like write a whole song about sunshine because that would be
Exactly.
pretty.
Right.
So, all right, you're foreign, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Swedish. Do you feel because you're a foreigner, it gives you an edge or an advantage in the music industry here in the States?
Not when I moved here because, and I don't want to call Sweden racist, but my mother has an accent and she's not from Sweden, she's Polish, and
Oh, wow.
my whole life I've kind of like seen her be embarrassed by it and people won't take her seriously. Like,
Wait,
I mean,
wait,
I guess
hold
that's
on.
pretty racist.
No, that's
but anyway,
weird. So wait, overseas, like because she lives in Sweden but she's Polish,
yeah.
it's like a stigma?
I don't know. I guess so. Have you
Wow.
watched our election lately?
Wait, watch what?
Our election, the third our third party, biggest party is a basically nationalist party.
Oh, you know what? I saw some of that in the news. Yeah.
I was gonna just say that unfortunately I have not. I feel like we have enough going on in this country to like pay any mind to any. I mean, unfortunately,
it's hard to see international affairs at this moment in time.
No, totally. And
due to current circumstances.
Honestly, like being in the States has like taught me so much, and I know that things are not perfect right now, but I don't think anyone understands how, especially coming from Europe, like this place has made me accept who I am more, and like being a foreigner in the States has, like, in the beginning I thought it was a bad thing, and I tried to fix my accent because the way I sing is better English than the way I speak, and I was kind of afraid of it, and then I learned that they like it, they think it's cool, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, so it's okay to be different, and I love America for that. I love that you can be different, and especially California and LA. So you know, especially I see it more, I think, than people that are born here.
What do you think is the biggest thing you've learned out of all of that, other than acceptance of yourself and who you are?
That we can all live together, that all religions, all races, everybody can live together. That's a big thing that I've learned here.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you had to sum up the image that is Ina in one sentence or statement, what would it be?
Get loud.
Get loud. I could tell just based off of the Gimme Gimme song right there. That was a loud one.
Yeah.
Get loud. So you're a loud one?
On stage, yeah.
On stage?
I feel like well, loud doesn't mean volume particularly. It can just be
personality.
Yeah, or stand up for something, I guess. Right. You know, but it doesn't mean that you have to shout it.
Quick question: have you performed Gimme Gimme live?
Oh yeah, we've been performing it for about a year now. We've done plenty of shows this year, and we're actually about to have one on Thursday at the Viper Room.
Ooh, that's awesome!
Look at that! Look at that! The Viper Room in Hollywood.
That one's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Right.
What is no? We're gonna go off questions here real quick. Now that we've mentioned the Viper Room, so live shows, in your opinion, what is the craziest thing a spectator has done at one of your shows so far?
Nothing.
Oh man!
You know what?
I feel like I just like I have everybody's attention. And I know that sounds weird, like, so nothing crazy has ever happened, because I feel like I'm almost having a speech for 45 minutes more than I'm saying. It's kind of cool, honestly.
You know,
I'm gonna bring some random people to your show, and we're gonna do
crazy stuff,
crazy things.
Go ahead. I'm crazy too.
So I was gonna say, I've always wondered this with performers, and since I'm speaking to one right now, I've always wondered this when I'm at concerts or not. How often do you have to go pee in the middle of a set?
Oh my God. I don't have to before a set, but I run to the bathroom a lot, like before a set, but not during. I forget about everything in life, but yeah, like I run to the bathroom.
I always feel like I would have to like stop the show and be like, sorry guys, I gotta go pee.
Some artists just pee on the spot, you know. That's hardcore right there.
I heard or read an article once where Fergie just like brought out a bucket and boom.
Just do it. I mean, they'll come to your next concert. They'll be like, yeah. When you got to do it, you got to do it. You know, don't hold that in. That's dangerous for the body.
Yeah, I mean it is.
Yeah, right. So Ina, aspiring artists that want to make it at a young age in Hollywood, they just don't understand the struggle. They think it's an easy road because that's what gets glamorized. Social media, you know, doesn't help elevate the facade of it all. Alleviate the facade of it all.
That's what happens when you don't come to pre-rehearsal.
That's what happens when you don't show up to rehearsal.
Anyway,
so for all those young hopefuls, tell them why or what's wrong, or share something with them about about a low point for you in the business. So,
and it's weird because I have a very dark mind, but I have to think positively. And one thing I want to bring up before I answer your question is we are extremely lucky to have social media. We're extremely lucky that we have Spotify, because people are no longer really downloading things illegally. Right. You're getting paid. 10 years ago, you didn't get paid at all. You didn't even get your 0.001 cents.
Yeah.
So it's we're extremely lucky, and I think instead of sitting down and focusing on, oh damn, I'm not getting signed, think about all the amazing tools you have that people didn't have 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and either they did get signed or they just had to give up, like just not do it, but obviously with that comes a billion people that are using the same stuff that you're using. And, a lot of money goes into it. You have to work really hard because you have to pay, because it's like an investment. You have to invest in yourself way more. So for me, it's, I don't go on a bunch of trips every year, I have to, for me to move forward, I, get a correct recording. Everybody's super judgmental because everything has just become so perfect.
Right.
So recording in your bedroom is no longer really acceptable. So I guess, for me, it's more about, okay, now you got to get the quality versus the quantity, and the quality costs money. Right. So I think, nobody should get discouraged. You just have to realize that you do not go out this Saturday because studio time costs a lot of money, and mixing costs money, mastering costs money, and like I said, quality costs money. That's the biggest thing today. I think demos are not really acceptable, which they were 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of going out and showing your friends a new shirt, you're showing them your new record on the weekends.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
H&M cotton.
Yeah.
$5, $10. That's it.
Hey, Ina, if you want to stick around, we're at the bottom of the hour, so we're going to take a quick commercial break here on the WeTube radio show, NBC News Radio, and when we come back, recording artist Ina is with us via Skype from LA. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292FQ Riverside, and K293CF Moreno Valley.
Hey, WeTube fans, we're AfterBuzz TV, and we bring you all the best in wrestling and sports coverage. I'm Christian Rosenberg.
And I'm Gabby Loren. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m., we break down WWE SmackDown Live Show on AfterBuzzTV.com. Can't watch live? Not a problem. It's available on demand on YouTube and Apple Podcast. If you've been searching for an insightful wrestling podcast, then this one's for you.
We bring the highlights, storylines, and news every week
with a fun and lively conversation.
So don't tap out. Tune in to the SmackDown After Show on Tuesday nights with AfterBuzz TV.
BTS will be performing on America's Got Talent. The Korean boy band will take the stage during Wednesday's episode to sing their current hit song, Idol. BTS just kicked off the U.S. leg of their tour last week. They are currently the top musical act in the country. Rapper Mac Miller will be remembered at a public vigil today in his hometown of Pittsburgh. It will be held at Blueside Park, which Miller named his 2011 album after. Attendees are encouraged to share stories of how the rapper impacted their lives and create drawings and murals in remembrance. Miller died from an apparent drug overdose at his home in Studio City, California last Friday. He was 26 years old.
Yeah. Well, climbing over that wall, I remember, yes,
Meantime, Miller's music streams are up almost 1,000% following his death. His entire music catalog notched over 32 million streams the day he passed away. Lady Gaga's upcoming movie, A Star is Born, might be on track to be a major box office success. It received high praises at the Toronto International Film Festival over the weekend. Variety gave it 2 thumbs up, as did Rolling Stone, who called it near perfect. That's entertainment. Lisa G., NBC News Radio.
Erin here from On the Brink Morning Show, where we talk about all that is engaging in the Inland Empire. News, politics, business, family, things to do, and so much more. Join us weekdays from 6 to 7 a.m. on KCAA 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 a.m. or on KCAAradio.com.
About 1 in 8 women in the United States will develop breast cancer over the course of their life. But there is hope, and that hope is people. FightingForTheTatas.org is a breast cancer organization that is doing just that.
Wait a second. Did you just say tatas?
Why, yes, we are fighting for the tatas, and we're celebrating a new California Awareness Day just for inflammatory breast cancer. Mark your calendars for October 6th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. all day Saturday at Rialto City Park as people all in our state come together to fight against breast cancer. There will be a health fair, a decorative bra contest, silent auction, food, kids zone, family fun, DJs, live entertainment, education complete with rides, crafts, clowns, food, and dancers all rolled into one for two of the greatest things on earth, all to save the tatas. For more info, call 909-820-1206 or go to fightingforthetatas.org. That's fighting, the number 4, tatas.org. You can also find them on Facebook or by Googling Fighting for the Tatas. Join us on October 6th at Rialto City Park.
We now return to the WeTube radio show, NBC News Radio on KCAA.
Around here.
Legit.
Return to the WeTube Radio
talking.
Show.
Whatever.
Right here on NBC News Radio. Here's your host, Andrew Caravella, and Manny Boy Sandoval.
We're so legit.
We are back and better than ever.
That's how you know it's live. That's how you know it's live.
Just in case you forgot our names.
Yeah, in case you forgot our names. All right, we're back live in the studio via LA on Skype with Ina, recording artist extraordinaire. She used to do Sweden, but now she's taking over LA. Safe to assume, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, she's performed at the American Music Awards. That's huge.
Yes, it is.
How was that experience?
Yeah.
Hi. It was awesome. Honestly, first of all, I couldn't believe that they chose me because I had to audition for it. They were doing like a Coca-Cola special.
Right.
And they were choosing artists, online people. Again, thank you for the internet.
Right.
And it was just incredible. Because I found out pretty late, and I was just waiting. I think I found out about like 4 days before it was even going to happen,
Yikes.
like even before the rehearsals. So my biggest memory was honestly just walking into the rehearsal and watch Katy Perry sing Fireworks, and I was just crying.
Wow.
Even if I'm not a huge fan of her, I just like felt like it was such a beautiful moment in life because it's, you know, you watch this on TV, you grow up like dreaming coming here, and I got the chance to be part of it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I cry for Firework too.
Who did you get to? Who did you meet that year? Any artists?
At the AMAs?
Yeah.
Honestly, I have this weird thing where like I don't walk up to celebrities because I want them to think of me as like a coworker and not as a crazy fan.
Oh, I go up to all of them.
Yeah, and then I regret it.
Hi,
then I
I'm
regret it
Andrew.
after. I'm like, shoot.
Oh, they
I should have
know.
taken a picture.
That's okay.
Right.
No, they know. Like they go, oh crap, here comes Andrew again.
Have you? What's one of the most like awkward or weirdest fan experiences you've had, like out in the streets?
Fan experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If someone really looks up to you and they get nervous, I think that's totally fine because it is an interesting situation. You're like meeting someone that you've seen in pictures or in videos.
So you've never had someone like hide out in your car or anything like that?
No,
or follow you to the bathroom.
No, I've had some weird like older men like writing, you know, like online, and I just ignore it.
Oh, okay,
because,
right.
You know,
That's cute. That's sweet.
Yeah. So.
Make a change.
Nick is shaking his head. No.
I see, or I can't help but notice that you have tattoos. How many do you have?
She has some amazing tattoos.
Oh, I have a bunch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Welcome to the Jungle is my favorite.
What was that
Mine
inspired
too.
by? Is it inspired by what I think it was?
Which is what, Manny?
The Rolling... No.
Oh, get
Is it
out.
Not
get
the
out.
Rolling Stones.
Get
Who
out.
is it?
This is what I deal with.
Who is it
Ina,
again?
every week. It's
Guns N' Roses. Exactly.
And the phone lines are lighting up right now.
We have one caller.
We got to get. What do you
That's
listen
exciting.
to? Oh, you listen to only top 40. That's right.
And alternative music.
Well, you're alternative,
But
all right.
I'm not that old. That's why I don't mess with the Guns N' Roses. I'm just kidding. No, they're cool.
Yeah, they've only had the most successful tour in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
whatever.
I actually heard about it. They've grossed like over $100 million.
Yeah. So, Ina, what's on the horizon for you? What's next in the pipe?
It's well, I have the Viper Room, and then I have the Mint on the 26th. And honestly, this whole year has been amazing, only because for the first time ever in my career, I haven't decided like, okay, this is what we got to do in May. I just have submitted it to everything that I see online and just hoping for it to work out. And I have an amazing band with great energy, and we've just gotten booking after booking because of the shows we throw. And it's been the best life I've ever lived, because I just want to live today. And I know that everything is working out. So that's basically it. And it feels really good to ride the wave. And, you know, like everything that I've submitted to this year weirdly has happened. So I think it's working for me not to put too much thought into it.
So, Ina, if you could perform or go on tour with anyone, who would it be?
I would go on tour with The Sounds. You have to look them up.
The Sounds.
From Sweden. Do you know them?
No, but I'm
what's their
intrigued.
sound?
It's like pop, synth, 80s mixed with, I don't know, like Imagine Dragons rock. It's just so unique.
Right.
It's very unique, and it's amazing. And
That's awesome.
And the singer Maya, she's an amazing performer, and you just got to look them up.
I was going to ask,
Sounds.
what music are you into?
I am into anything. Michael Jackson,
Really?
Guns N' Roses, it doesn't matter. Anything good. Anything that feels good.
Who would you say is your favorite all-time artist and album?
I don't know, because I don't gravitate towards albums. I gravitate towards a song. Like, I love James Brown, Man's World, but
Wow.
then I don't really check out the album. I'm just like, oh, I love that, you know?
Right.
So I can't really.
I feel like
Maybe all
James-
the Gaga albums.
Gaga. Lady
Yeah.
Gaga.
You're a big Gaga fan. Have
Lady
you met
Gaga.
her, or have you seen her perform live?
I've seen her perform live. I've
Nice.
never met her. She's amazing. She's
awesome.
really good.
Hey, how do you get Lady Gaga upset?
Oh, I know this one.
Is that an actual?
It's a really corny joke.
Okay, I don't know. You say it.
You poker face.
Hey, you poker face.
That's from like
That's so
2009.
Yes, but it's good. It got you to laugh.
Very good.
It's so
Very
awful.
clever.
Ina, let's get intimate with one another. What's your greatest weakness?
Okay, so like a lot of people think I'm really tough, which I am. Like when I really want something, I get it done. But I think my biggest weakness is that I try to please everyone, and I like every day when I leave a conversation, or even like now in the break or whatever, I think about how I talk to people, and like I keep thinking about like how like I obsess over how I make people feel.
Right.
So it kind of ruins the flow for me sometimes. So I think that's like a big weakness.
So here's another random question for you. What would you say is your favorite food? And
Oh.
what did it used to be, and what was it now once you moved into the States?
I'm interested now, yeah.
I mean, it was, and it's still salmon, but honestly,
love
I
salmon.
die for a piece of bread with butter.
No way.
It's all about them carbs.
That's simple right there. That's cool. So you're pretty easy to please then, literally bread and butter. Does it have to be a certain butter, or are you cool with anything?
I mean, bread and butter.
Just
so-
bread and butter. That's it. That's all she
Nice.
cares about.
That's
She is
awesome.
a simple girl. I love it. Do you biggest crush? I mean, actor, singer. There's got to be someone that was like still like makes you hot. You know?
I don't know. Honestly, like I've never, and I guess that we're getting personal here, but like when I was really, really like a young kid, I was really bullied, and it made me like feel extremely. It made me feel disconnected.
Really?
So I was never. It was almost like, okay, well, I don't mess with anybody. Like, I just
Oh.
wrote songs, and
Right.
I always had really great friends that were guys, and then I was just focused on that forever. And you know, so unless it's like a relationship, then yeah, nothing like.
So you don't have any big celebrity crushes?
No.
No.
You know what?
No.
That's really interesting. I did not know that particular dynamic about you. That is very fascinating to me.
I'm very boring.
No, not at
You like
all.
bread and butter. That's exciting.
Dude, no. Okay, well, let me give you this then, because you being a performer, I know in my life this is true, but this has got to be true for you too. Most embarrassing moment on a stage.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess I forget lyrics sometimes, but I laugh at it because it's like.
Do you just do
whatever.
ad lib it or,
Just ad-lib it?
Nothing?
Yeah, I go wah, wah, wah. And just
That is
make fun of
funny.
it.
Yeah.
And
And then you do a hoedown, a Texas jig.
actually, I have one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really my fault. We did a Pride in San Diego, and I'm sorry, DJ, that I'm putting you on the spot now, but he put on the wrong song.
Oh.
And so the dancers weren't prepared for it, and
Right.
I was kind of like, and I had to go behind the booth and find the song for it.
Wow.
That is bad.
It's not that it was embarrassing, but it kills the vibe.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I wonder if that was like his first day or what.
No, because it was his event.
What do
and
you
he's-
What do you think about artists that lip sync?
Yeah. I mean, can you justify I guess can you justify it, or is it never acceptable?
See, this is what I like with like Beyonce, because she will sing some parts live, and then when she doesn't, she usually in her choreo like moves the mic to the side to be like, hey, I know I'm not singing and I don't care, you know.
Right.
Like, so it's okay, you know, like she's putting on an hour-and-a-half show or even more, so I don't care in those parts. But
Right.
I do feel like if you're performing one song only, and
On
you're
Saturday Night
performing-
Live?
Wait, has that happened actually?
Ashley Simpson, she just had a reality show come out, and they were
Yeah.
kind of talking about that story.
Yeah,
how-
when she did the wrong song, and that was when like people started learning you could use Pro Tools to do lip syncing live.
Right.
She busted out a hoedown. Like, she was doing a hoedown, straight up hoedown. Everyone's nodding in the studio. And she was crying at the end of it because she was, like, caught.
Right.
And the mascara on live television was running down her cheeks. It was, like, one of the most embarrassing music moments in the history of SNL.
It's pretty crazy.
That's horrible, because I teach music also for a living,
Mhm.
and I actually I have some kids that are terrified of singing live because they're like, well, Justin Bieber does this, and I'm like, okay, listen to me. You are an amazing human being for singing, because that's what you love to do. And I think like people that do that, they put the wrong idea into the next generation.
Right.
You know, that's just my opinion. I guess.
No. So we're gonna get going on your next song here. Why don't you set it up for us? It's called Overthinking. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm an overthinker, you know, and it's funny. I wrote parts of the song while I was at a party, because I'm like, the line goes, even when I'm drunk, I'm overthinking, and writing the song made me get to know myself better, because not that I'm like an raging alcoholic or whatever, but like it was kind of like, damn, like, okay, oh, can I say damn?
Yeah, sure. You already did. Keep going.
You know, I was like, it doesn't matter. You know, like, no matter what I do, this is who I am. Even if I'm drunk, you can be drinking and you're still thinking, like, it just like.
Not me. I wish that happened to me.
Yeah, you should see Manny Boy's Instagram. He is a hot mess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Overthink. I think that happens to everyone. I mean, we overthink about our own things in our own respect.
We all do, yeah.
You know,
exactly. Especially what to eat.
Yeah.
The simple things like bread and butter, or
yeah, bread and butter, or the whole loaf and a stick of butter.
But why do we do that? Why can't we just like accept that we're all little weirdos on this planet just trying to go through life.
Oh,
You know, like
that, my dear, I have the answer to
I
that.
think it's because everybody feels pressure on them to live up to everyone's expectations.
Or what
and
society makes us believe we have to be.
And you don't have to be anything but what you want to be, but I think it sucks that we all live that way.
See, and you live your life like that, where you're an individual and you think for yourself. So that's why you're asking that question, because the majority of people are victims to, confiding by what society wants people to think. It's all about the Insta likes, it's all about the followers and stuff, as all these kids in the younger generation believe with social media, which is what our message here is with the WeTube radio show. Like, people confide to that type of culture and lifestyle, which isn't so bad, but some live and breathe it, and they take, it takes advantage of it and becomes an addiction, and then some people kill themselves,
Which
some
is
people
why I choose
have
to
disorders.
Which is why I choose to agree and listen to everybody, but then do what I want at the end of the day, because that's all that really matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this is Ina's. Is this the newest song? Is this the newest single out?
So that song is on my EP, which is also called Overthinking, and it was released in May.
Oh, it's the title track to the EP.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
That video had its premiere at Reverie TV, so I'm extremely grateful for that opportunity as well.
All right, here it is, Ina with Overthinking right here on KCAA. Take a listen or watch online. Check it out.
Even when I'm drunk, I'm overthinking, been drinking, laying in my bed just overthinking, and everybody gone home, everybody long gone. I've been staying up all night, thinking. I'm gonna cry like I need to, I'm gonna shout 'cause I have to. I'm not gonna hold it in, no, I'm not gonna hold it in. Something changed when you left us, fading away 'cause I can't trust. Now I'm feeling nothing at all, and I wish I could feel it all. Thinking, even when I'm drunk, I'm overthinking, been drinking, laying in my bed just overthinking, and everybody gone home, everybody long gone. I've been staying up all night, thinking. And I don't care if you judge me, I don't care if you hear me. Been holding my breath for too long, I'm accepting that things can be wrong. I don't need to be perfect, I just need to be right now. I've been fighting myself up all night, been judging myself all this time. Thinking, even when I'm drunk, I'm overthinking, been drinking, laying in my bed just overthinking, and everybody gone home, everybody long gone. I've been staying up all night, thinking. I'm always on the run, never satisfied, always got the itch. I run for my life. I know I talk too much, I know I overthink, I act like I don't care. Damn, you don't know me. I wanna write, I wanna write, I wanna write all night. Won't pick you up, don't wanna talk, I wanna drive around all night. Thinking, even when I'm drunk, I'm overthinking, been drinking, laying in my bed just overthinking, and everybody gone home, everybody long gone. I've been staying up all night, thinking. I can hear the
Yo, and that was Overthinking by Ina.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Thinking. I love it. It's so melodic. You are melodic, darling.
I like that in the music video. I really like the room with all the writing on the walls. That was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, do you want to know something about that?
Let's hear it. Let's hear the dish on it.
So I basically shot that in my bathroom.
No way.
I love it.
Wait, so
Yeah.
that bathroom is in that house or spot that you're currently at?
No. That was my old apartment, so I didn't really have any room to shoot, and I
Right.
had gotten this like ring light.
Yeah.
And I was like, where can I shoot like just a backdrop? So I printed all my lyrics out,
Yeah.
and I like wrote Overthinking on them.
That's
and
so
then
cool.
Put it up in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, because if you wrote that on the walls, you definitely would not be getting the deposit back.
That happened to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you didn't get the deposit back?
No, that was
Ooh.
my first apartment in Hollywood. I decided to make art out of the wall and write a bunch of lyrics on it.
Welcome to show business.
So what song is on the walls in that apartment?
In that old apartment,
Yes.
it was more just like lyrics and
Oh, right.
thoughts and expensive therapy.
That's awesome. Hey, so Ina, I was going to ask, where can any of our listeners and your fans follow you on social media?
Social media.
So my favorite one that I use the most is Instagram. So you can follow me at ina.overthinking.
Ina.overthinking. Awesome.
All right, should we try it? Should we try it, Nick?
What if
do we have
do
time?
it with Ina?
2 truths and a lie.
Just have her do
We've
it.
got 3 minutes, so we have
All
to make
right,
it quick.
play the music. We're gonna play 2 truths and a lie, Ina.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you 2 truths and a lie, and you got to decide which one's which. So here we go. Statement number 1: I own 2 cats, and one of them happens to be actually part bobcat. Statement number 2: I used to have a 4x4 pickup truck. And statement number 3: I have actually gone on tour to Canada for music.
I'm going to say the
That's
lie is
you?
the Bobcat one.
You're gonna say bobcat?
Lie is the cat Bobcat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are both wrong.
You've gone to tour though in Canada.
Not in Canada.
Oh.
So that's the lie.
Not in Canada. That is the lie. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Manny boy, go for
All
it.
right, I am up. All right, so 2 truths and a lie. I have a bachelor's degree. I have a black car. And I auditioned for the 5th season of American Idol.
I can't answer this because I already know the answer. So go ahead, Ina.
Number 1.
Which was?
Bachelor's degree.
Bachelor's degree. Okay. Dang, she does not think I have a bachelor's degree. She's like, this is
No,
dumb.
Have you met you?
Because us artsy people, we kind of get bored,
Right.
Yeah.
Stick
Yeah.
around
Okay.
school.
Who else is guessing?
Nick?
I'm gonna say, the car. 'Cause I haven't
The
seen
car?
the car. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are both wrong. And I did not audition for American Idol 5th season. I haven't auditioned any seasons, but yeah, if I auditioned for the 5th season, I would have been like 9.
All right, Ina, you want to play real quick?
Okay, I've never done this. So, true.
2 truths and a lie, and we have to guess which one's a lie.
Okay, I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
I've worked with producer Kim Fowley,
Okay.
and I have 2 dogs and a cat.
I'm going to say vegetarian.
I'm gonna say the lie is 2 dogs and the cat, because you looked at the
Not
camera.
true.
Oh.
Darn it!
So it's the
they're
producer.
sleeping.
It's the producer.
Well, Andrew paid attention because
Yes!
I mentioned salmon earlier.
Aha! Touche!
man.
I win! Hey, that wraps up the show. Make sure you check out Ina. She's going to be at the Viper Room Thursday night in Hollywood on Sunset. I'm Andrew Caravella.
And
Follow
I'm-
me on air, Andrew.
And I'm Manny Boy Sandoval. Follow me at BOY Sandoval.
Ina, we'll see you soon. Take care, darling.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome. And that's the show. We'll see you next time right here on WeTube. Later.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM.